experience. I'm inspiring. I'm a motivator. I'm fierce. I'm unique. I'm a winner. I'm extraordinary. I'm humble. I'm hardworking. I'm trustworthy. I'm beautiful. I'm intelligent. I'm courageous. I'm outspoken. I am love. And I am enough.
Wanda is considered one of the most passionate and positive people you'll ever meet, both personally and professionally. Her inspirational mentoring, sales, and customer service training has dubbed her to be Wanda D, the Motivational Queen. She launched Wanda D TV, a revolutionary online real estate talk show where local businesses and community leaders discuss their services, issues, and concerns. Wanda is passionate about helping people achieve their goals and dreams. She has gone on to pursue many passions, including her I Am Enough talk show, having a seat on the West Georgia Board of Realtors, author of inspirational and motivational books, and also a strong supporter of several nonprofit organizations within her community. Wanda believes that there's no such thing as bad decisions, only regrets of not making the right attempt. For speaking engagements or to book her for your next event or conference, please visit www.IamEnough365.com.
Go through with PTSD also, I'm ex-military, but I learned how to turn it into microphone techniques. So I'm gonna freestyle and then I'm gonna tell y'all a little something, because Wanda D told me to freestyle. Say, I am enough.
I am enough.
I am enough. Hard with the drums. I am enough.
I am enough.
I am enough.
I am enough.
I come from the boogie down, south side of town. MCs like me, we come incredible. See, I've been spending so much time in my head. Grab the microphone. Did you hear what I just said? I got skills, rocking on the mic. I pay bills all the time. Rapping on the beat with the rhyme. I'm coming off the top of my mind. I do this all the time. This is how I grind. I am enough.
I am enough.
Sing it. I am enough.
I am enough.
I am enough.
I am enough.
I am enough. Times right now totally rough. Every time I'm dealing with this stuff, I grab the microphone and I don't bluff. And when I hold the microphone, I'm like the bluff. Sit back and watch the crowd rock. I grab the microphone non-stop. Blast the microphone is, I got a bonus to grab this mic and do just what I like. Too much hesitation, I had to take a turn. Sit back, relax, so I can unwind. Messing with my mind. Now I gotta come out here and show this one time that I could unwind. Say a little stuff that was on my mind. And this is how we do. Are y'all with me? I'm with you too. Say, I am enough.
I am enough.
Say, I am enough.
I am enough.
Come on, times are tough and you know it's rough, but say, I am enough.
I am enough.
Say, I am enough.
I am enough.
I am enough.
I am enough.
I am enough. I'm from the Bronx, baby. Alright.
In the 8C.
Say, I am enough. I am enough. I am enough. I am enough. It's me, Wanda D, the Motivational Queen, your accountability coach, helping you get her done. What is it that you need to get done today? Well, guess what? This is day 19 on Black History Month celebration on the I Am Enough talk show. I want to welcome you to the room. Yes. And do me a favor, hit that love button. Y'all know I don't really like that like button. So hit that love button on Facebook, invite, like, and share. Also go over and on YouTube and subscribe and ring that bell. So when we come live, you'll get the notification. Shout out to Felicia Sonberg Gardner in the house. Thank you, love. Thank you for that hashtag. I am enough. Thank you, Yvette, for that hashtag. Thank you. And tell me where you're tuning in from. And as you start coming in the room, just, give a shout out to your city, state of Providence, so we'll know where to recognize you from. And guys, I'm so excited. I'm excited for a lot of reasons. For one thing, I woke up this morning. That's the biggest accomplishment ever. And then today, day 19. I got somebody hot for y'all. he talks a lot of trash, but we gonna let him get away with it. Yes, we are. But he is in the room. What I tell y'all, Mr. King Dave Tolliver is in the building. He's in the green room showing out, I'm sure, because that's all he do is show out. Okay. So just know that he gonna come in here. I ain't gonna be able to control what he say because he gonna say whatever he want to say. Just know that up front. But you know, I just have this admiration for this guy right here. I really started connecting with him when we used to do shout out to Carol O. We used to do Who's Got That Vibe over here in Atlanta. You know, we met up every Tuesday night and he showed out every Tuesday night, you know, whether he was supposed to or not, he just showed on out. That's just what he do. And we just had a great time, you know, listening to new artists, they were getting so much knowledge from these seasoned vet. You know, if you don't know, Dave Tolliver was a part of Men at Large. You know, he was under the tutelage of the Levert family. And, you know, just very, very, what did we say, Dave? He's gonna be the R&B soul redeemer. Yes. So we're gonna get into this great conversation with him. But before we get started, let me just tell you about some things that's going on here in the I Am Enough family. You know, we have rebooted the I Am Enough talk show, and we're back now on Sundays at 5 o'clock, 5 Live, on the first and the third Sunday. So be sure to check us out there. And we're doing Guess Who's Coming to Dinner. We've partnered with the chef. He's cooking some amazing meals for us on Sundays. And you can come into that space live or watch it online. Live or online. Okay, that's kind of rhyme together, right? So, and this is what's coming up. March, I need you to take your pen and paper out and write this down. So on March 5th and 6th, we're doing Unleashing the Power Conference. Now, this conference is sponsored by World Women's Conference and Awards. It's going to be a 2-day conference, the 5th and the 6th. So on the 5th, you're going to have these amazing speakers and presenters, workshop facilitators are going to come to you, teach you on things like branding, marketing, getting PR, leadership skill development. They're going to teach you that. Financing your next billion. If you need money, we got somebody in the room that's going to teach you how to do that as well. And then on Saturday, we have a digital expo. So if you are a person with a product, service, business, and you want to get exposure, come and be a part of that. You can still get on board with that. Just, you can inbox me directly, or you can follow the link that's scrolling below and check it out and get involved in this. You do not want to miss this opportunity. We're bringing you the Atlanta chapter. However, this is all around the globe, so you can be a part of this experience all around the globe. So if you need to get more exposure, then you need to get in the room. So y'all ready? Put your hands together for the one and the only. Drum roll, please. David Tolliver!
Yeah, man. What a go on, man.
See, I knew it.
What up, baby?
What's up, King?
What up, baby? How you doing?
It's
Long
so
time.
good to see you.
You too. You look refreshed, renewed. You've been in the house and been restoring, and like you slimmed down a little bit and all that.
You can tell.
Yeah, I can tell.
I'm getting my sexy back for 2021.
Oh, you was already there. You good?
Well, I just couldn't let you be showing out all the way. Couldn't let you show out all the way on me. So before we get into our very needed conversation, this is Black History Month. That's what we come to celebrate and give homage, recognition to our Blackness, because we are Black power. We are the source. But I will get out your way and let you continue to introduce yourself to the people. Tell them something that they may not know about you. And so I'm going to move out your way, and then we're going to get into our conversation.
Well, I was once featured in the Black Strippendales. I'm a motivational speaker. I'm an artist. I'm a writer. I'm trying to become an author, a screenwriter, all of that. And this time I've been kind of being slow. You want to know some things? I'm a procrastinator. How about that? I'm mean. I'm brash. I'm rude. I have no filter. But I understand who I am. I'm chosen. And I'm Dave Tolliver, aka the Black Pavarotti, aka the R&B Redeemer for Men at Large. I'm a husband, father, and I'm all of that. Now, you said something people don't know about me. what don't they know? I'm always online. My daughters are like, Dad, why are you always online? Well, they know everything. But let's see if you can find something and see if you can dig it up and uncover some things. I told them,
Well, I love that part when you said you brass, you
rude.
straight to the point, rude.
Sometimes it's ignorant. No filter. You know, that's how I was
But
raised.
but you know what? And from Ohio, right? Correct?
Yeah, Cleveland, baby, all day.
Cleveland all day. So tell us a little bit about this life in the R&B business. How was that? How was being discovered and then growing up and being so hot so fast?
Yeah, it did happen really fast, man. I started off in radio. My uncle, who I call my dad, was one of the top programmers in the nation, so I was already familiar with somewhat of being a celebrity. You know, I was like 15 when I started on radio. It was a station that's like V103 or like 97.5 or 104, but they played rap too. Then they stopped playing rap and they started playing rap. But it was exciting. It's never ending. I mean, and even though the fanfare is not as big and fast as it was before, it's still exciting to, you know, live out of your suitcase, to be able to have these stories and these experiences to tell your children and prayerfully your grandchildren one day about all the incredible people that I have met and shared the stage with, and they're still, you know, meeting, reintroducing to people like I've seen, like on this Clubhouse app, and I'm so thankful for Clubhouse. It has allowed me to reintroduce or to get reacquainted with cats that I've been knowing for 20, 30 years from touring, but we haven't seen each other in a while. And there's so many things that I could just say, or it's just exciting to be loved on so much. You know, I guess for lack of a better word, exalted in some cases, which I really kind of try to shy away from. Like at home, I might talk a lot of trash, but when I'm out in public, I'm humble. I try to be, you know, humble out in public, but I know who I am and I know who I'm not. So, but for the most part, it has been exhilarating, and I'm grateful for everything that I have received. You know, and I mean, I think the best part that I really miss is the opportunity or the chance to have been able to reunite with Gerald Levert and do some work. You know, when Gerald died, Sean and I had got really close, and we were touring and plays and stuff. We were brothers, or you know, or out, you know, something. We were crime bosses or something in plays, and then he passed away. So I mean, you know, it's just always something, man. Always
Yeah.
something. But
Yeah.
I can't even give you just one word. I could go on and on and on and on and on about how it makes me feel.
I understand. I understand. And something else, I always talk about, R&B is such an era of, to me, truth and like soulful music, baby making music or whatever.
That's the
And
fun part. That's the best part about it.
right.
Or at least
So
practice making one.
that's
Man.
true. That's true. But what are the changes in art? Well, because they don't even, do they still have a label of R&B?
Well, the label that's doing stuff now, either cats are independent or they'll take some of the names from the 90s or back, and like E1 is a label, a major independent label, E1, and who else? It's another one I can't think of right now, but the major four, they're really focusing on the youth.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that is because you don't get a lot of revolt from the youth. The youth will, I really hate to say this, but they they look for the younger people so they can guide them the way they want to guide them before they're able to find their own truth, before they're able to understand what's really going on and what should be going on. The industry is cold and hard like that. They want to manipulate. That's why they say, oh, you only got from, teenagers till 28 years old, and then you're finished. You're done at that point. That's because at 28, 29, 30, 30 plus, people have their own way of doing what they want to do, and they're less apt to let you control them or take from them or steal from them or rape them of their intellectual property. So, that has always been the difference. But before, it was, you had to have the talent, you had to have the gift, And I mean, if you look at the evolution of music, you know, people back in the 70s and 60s weren't really that handsome or in that much great shape and stuff like that. But as time started to change, when they evolved through the 80s, when everything was gimmicky and ugly and glittery and tight and shoulders and feathers and spacesuits, then the 90s came around and everything was about look, but you still had to have the talent. And then now it's just about how many followers you have. You know, what's in your network, or how much money you have to pay for it yourself, or how much money have you generated yourself, that these major companies don't have to do anything. They can just put you through their train and put you on the track and pimp you that way too. Even though you'll make way more money, it's still a pimp game. Now I'm talking about, like we so eloquently say, now I'm talking about, oh, Wanda, where have you gone? But the game it's still a beautiful thing. I think in this point in time in the history of America, I think we have more young black entrepreneurs and more young black millionaires that we've ever had. And I think, and I could be wrong, if I'm wrong, connect me, than we've ever had in the history of our times. You see how I just kept that going?
I see that. You know, I'm like up here fighting with the system. Now, what was that you kept going? You kept
I was just still
the
saying,
millionaires. What did you say
I was
about
saying
that?
that even though with all that being said, during this time there are more. In my view, I'm 50 years old, so from what I've seen in this day and time, there are more black entrepreneurs and more young black entrepreneurs and young black millionaires that I think we've seen in the history of America. And that's the beautiful thing. But you know, there's no moral connection with all the money. You know what I'm saying? Cats are doing anything to make the money. You know, from the reality shows where, come on, we know that that's all scripted. You know, they give you a scenario, some lines, and you have to go in there and play it out. It's already set up. Even although some of those beefs are true, but they're hyped and agitated for film, and cats will jump on there. And there's no disrespect to anybody. You got to feed your family. Some of these cats have come on there virtually nobodies and are multi-millionaires now with hairlines, wig lines, tours, more successful music now because of your platform. You know, what are the makeup, lipsticks, lip gloss, sex toys. You know, Candy with the set, but she was already set because she was one of the most prolific writers of the '90s with some of these stuff you probably don't even notice she wrote. And so, you know, it's a fantastic thing. We at one point they were going to do a '90s male R&B kings of platinum kings of R&B or whatever it was going to be called.
Okay.
And all of us were sitting down with the second lady in charge, second person in charge at Bravo, and Greg and Nene Leakes. And you know, even though all of us probably don't hang out or talk, we all talk every now and then. We do shows every now and then. We were all unified on one thing. We had families. We were not going to fight. We weren't going to do the catty stuff. And that white lady looked at us and she said, "Fellas, I get it and I love it." She's like, it's a kumbaya moment, but she said, "No drama, no check."
No check.
So we all talked, we laughed, we bragged and boasted about some things to each other. We kind of did. I started some shit, you know, where a little competition thing, and it got amped up, but it wouldn't go past that because of the respect that we have for each other. And I think everybody on there were straight financially, where in their respective places, to the point where, yeah, they could see it popping off, but nah, they weren't willing to compromise their integrity or our relationship. Because you know, as a kid, you slap box with somebody, it turns into a fight. I never was into that.
Right.
I never was into
like
that.
Playing the dozens, and you might call my mama the wrong name, and we're gonna have a problem.
Yeah, y'all going back and forth. And then it get too much for one person, and then he hit you with something under the belt that he ain't supposed to. He know, but he ain't supposed to tell somebody, and it's in front of company, and then y'all fighting. You know, so you know what that.
And that's what's I guess that's what is I see when I see you all get together, and when we get in spaces live, it's like that integrity, that respect that you all give, you know, that love. It's like it's always there. When we did, what was that? She just had that event right before COVID, or right
In the middle of COVID.
no, it was right before that. You was out there. I
Did
can't even
I
think.
did I perform?
Audrey. Did you perform at
Oh,
Audrey's
hello,
event?
Audrey. Hello,
Yeah.
Audrey. Oh, yes,
Yeah,
the Atlanta Creators Conference.
the Linus Creators Conference. And
That was beautiful.
it was.
That was right at the onset of COVID. It was right at the onset where it was happening, but it wasn't shut down the
It
city yet.
wasn't
I
shut
think
down.
a couple weeks later, everything shut down.
Yeah, it was right there, right at the beginning, I think,
Hmm.
of March, or right in that March cycle, because
Hmm.
everything shut down like March the 14th. So it happened there. But I just, when I think of that, and it was so, like, you all always get together and bring so much truth about the industry and teaching the young people to try to give them that guidance. How is it easy if somebody wants to learn? Will they really come to you and allow you to mentor them, or will they just stay trendy like they see social media?
I think in the moment they'll listen, but when it comes to actually applying the knowledge and the information that we give, I think it takes them a long, long time, or for them to fall on their face a bunch of times until they see it. I remember one time I told some guy something, and I saw him at another thing, and he said, "Man, he been that nigga saying the same thing for 7 years." I said, "Give me that mic." And I said, "Yeah, you still paying cats to perform, and ain't nobody in here that can help you." So these cats today, what we had to look at, we saw the struggle, we saw it not being so pretty. Everything today is so glorified. So naturally, these kids are like, yo, forget what he's saying. Where he driving? What he got? Oh, and little baby got this, and this dude got that. Yeah, but you're not sitting in front of little baby or none of these guys or the Migos, and they sitting down actually telling you how they was ducking and dodging bullets, or in and out of jail, or watching their homeboys die because they was doing this stuff or that first. You know what I'm saying? You ain't
Mhm.
they ain't seeing that, and those guys don't pay enough respect to those that came before them, because those guys, the 80s and 90s rappers, the guys that started it off, they went through all that, but they were telling their story, their true stories, through their music,
Exactly.
what they
Ex-
were singing in their music. And I'm saying now guys uh, are doing, and it was crazy. It looks like it's working, because it seems like they're putting these positive affirmations of the rich and the famous in their music, and these
mhm.
guys are living in a shoebox, and then next thing you know, they pulling up in race. So
See,
I said I'm gonna start doing that in my music. I'm
you
rich.
might as well.
Said I'm rich, and I got a what is it? I got the new Tesla, the top of the line, yeah. And I got this 13-room house with 7 bathrooms, all with showers and tubs. Oh Lord, yeah. Let me put it out in the air. Hallelujah. Yeah.
I need a tamarine or something.
Said I said I just bought me a 12-acre land with 22 bedrooms and 15 bathrooms, a swimming pool inside and out, a full gym. I don't use that much, but a full gym, a private chef. Yeah, man.
Yes, I love it. I love it, Dave. Okay, so let's talk about Black History. What does Black History Month mean to you?
Wow. I just did a video for somebody. Let's see if I can remember that. My man Stacy. He's a doctor down at the AUC. Black history to me means a time where it's time to talk about our story instead of his story. It means power. It means knowledge. It means information. It means being heralded. It means being exalted. Um, it means it should be 11 more months of consistent Black history.
Absolutely.
Um, you know, it means it just means power. And I think what they have done by just giving us this 1 month. I think I've gotten into, besides watching a lot of black sitcoms and stuff like that. I've gotten more into some of these white programs like King of Queens and Everybody Loves Raymond and stuff like that. And when you art imitates life, and when you look at these shows, and I'm not excluding the black shows, you look at the white man or the black man's insecurities come out in their comedy. A lot of times when in therapy they call that deflecting. You know, when something serious or you're something you're scared of or something you really don't want to face, you turn it into comedy. And you really see, to me, it says, oh, okay, so this is why they feel this way. And to me, if there wasn't any truth to it, then the show Seinfeld, there wouldn't be that successful because their people wouldn't relate to it.
Right.
They wouldn't be able to connect to it. Just like we say, oh man, that's me when we watching our shows. They say the same thing. I tell people everything that the black people have been, the stigma that all black people have been given, all the races have the same thing, is just more lucrative for networks and for outlets to promote the black on white or black on black because it gets more attention or it gets them more advertising dollars.
It always goes back to the drama. They want drama within us.
Right, but if you go to some of those deep white neighborhoods, no matter the top of the socioeconomic class or the bottom, it's the same thing. They do the same thing. They just like to maybe ours is a little more exciting, or they like to see us, in a bad way so they can keep that bad stigma on our community. And then it's proven in the media.
Absolutely, because it's all about programming. Who has been your most influential person as it relates to Black history or event in Black history?
You mean as far as like some of our soldiers from the history of Black history, or in my life?
Within yourself. I mean, this could be personal, or somebody that we know, somebody we don't know. It could be your, whomever has been your most influential person that's giving you that, that really touched your mood.
I could say growing up, my family really didn't talk much about Black history, and then the only Black history I really knew in school was his story, what they taught us. As I got older, I used to hang out with this guy named Galen Carson, and he was one of those truth seekers. I don't know what they call them, but they were, really didn't believe in God. And then they studied Dr. Ben Israel, Asher Kwesi, and people like that, if you're familiar with those people are. And I started getting into some of that. But as far as like the power of Black history and of the Black man, he probably would be the most influential. But going forward, the power of Black, it would probably be my Aunt Gail, who was like my second mom when my mom passed away. Just see how hard she was, how hard she worked, and how hard she, just how she always made things happen. If you kind of understand what I mean, it's like she did everything on her own, and every time you turn around, she David, I don't know how I'm gonna do this, and then she just kind of made it happen. It showed me the power of Black, but it showed me the power of a Black woman. Her and my Aunt Wendy, because my Aunt Wendy, they say that a woman can't raise men. She raised two beautiful young men. I'm so proud of my cousins. They're excellent fathers. They're hard workers. And I think it comes from, what you teach your kids or how you, because for me, it was all, they knew I really didn't really care for my biological father. So I was like, you acting like him or you going to be like that? And even though that might not be the right way to parent, it made me be like, man, I don't want to be like that dude. I'm going a whole different way. And then you get older, and then you find out that parenting is the biggest hypocrisy on the planet. And
you better say that.
Parenting is the biggest hypocrisy on the planet. And that's stuff that I deal with my daughter. She's so smart, so intelligent, and so rebellious. And she wants to be in music. She wants to be a doctor. But I'm like, you should be a litigator, because you don't let nothing die. You're going to fight till you get your point across. You demand to be heard. You need to be a politician, a litigator, or something like that fight for people's rights, because you always feel like your rights are being, and it's not. If you start it and you ain't saying or doing the right thing, then I have to say something. I'm not just going to let you, I have to show you. But
I know it. That generate that era of communication, they just They just don't stop.
They don't believe it. It's when, like I said, I'm 50, so all we had was one TV in the house. I didn't get another TV until I was like 19. When I moved to the basement when I was 14, but I didn't get my own TV down until I was like 19.
Mm-hmm.
So it was what they said, and that's it. What you saw at school, that's it. What the neighborhood or whatever the people said, and that was it. But then now they hear what we say, and then they looking at even Disney has gotten even controversial. You know what I'm saying? With the things that they're showing, they got Netflix, they got the computers, they got the phones, they got the tablets, they got the teachers, they got the friends. They got so many other things that show them it's cool to contradict what we're saying.
Mm-hmm.
It's cool to contradict the truth that we're spewing. Why would you contradict the truth just because it comes from my point of view?
Mm-hmm.
It's the truth. I'm not telling. And then I was featured in AARP online. That's crazy, right? Who are the AARP, right? It was about. I said the best gift that I could ever have is when my kids come to me one day and say, "Hey, Dad, you were right," and that's what I'm waiting on.
Mm. Oh, well, you know what? That's so funny you say that. So I remember this was back years ago. My son, he came, or I had a conversation with him. Yeah, Mom, I met this man and he told me do that, blue, 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 all of this stuff. And I looked at him like, really? That's what he told you? Wow. I swear that's been my speech for 15 years.
Right, right. And now when they say stuff, I say, "Damn, I think I've heard that, Dad." Okay, whatever, Dad, whatever. I'm just saying.
Yeah, it's funny. Tell us, and you just gotta love children, you gotta love kids. I don't care what age, whether
Mhm.
they're the little age or the older age. We was talking about that earlier before we got started. If you give them 98% of your time, they're gonna want that other 2%.
Man, you
That's
can't even have it. They gotta have
that's
it.
they gotta have it. What's going on with Dave? What's coming up? I know you got a lot of stuff brewing. And you know what? My first question is, how did you get the name Black Paparazzi?
Well, I don't know what paparazzi is, but I know what paparazzi is.
I mean, you know what I mean,
Yeah, I
paparazzi.
know, I know, I know. So for
How
me,
did you get that name?
I'm a tenor, and I'm a huge fan of Luciano Pavarotti. The three tenors, Domingo. I don't know the other one, but I know what up, Sunday Domingo Pavarotti, and I don't know the other dude's name, but I'm a huge fan of Pavarotti, and he was a big man,
Mm-hmm.
and he arguably, probably not arguably, but probably is the most popular, most successful tenor in the history of the world. And
Okay.
I said, well, I feel like I'm something like the greatest. That's where I got that from, the album, something like the greatest. And I said, I'm gonna call myself the Black Pavarotti, but take off the C and the K and put the Q on there just to take the racial connotations away from it. And then Pavarotti. I feel like he is the greatest or one of the greatest. I feel like I'm one of the greatest. So I just took that from him. He was a big man. I'm a big man. And I'm sure the ladies thought he was sexy over there. Oh, Pavarotti. And then they'd be like, over here, they'd be like, "Oh, Dave." And so, I was like, hey, the Black Pavarotti, you know what I'm talking about? That's how you be.
That's true.
That's how you be when I'm up at Cafe 290. You already know what time it is.
I already know. I just wanted to tell the people that don't be there, or that wasn't there, what
Mm-hmm.
they were missing. What's going on? What's coming up?
Well, I'm going to right now. I am me and my, I just the guy that I've been touring with for 25 years. He just passed away. My man Edgar Gemini Porter from COVID and pneumonia. So it's real out there, folks. Before that happened, me and my original guy Jason, we had started recording in July a new album that's coming. We probably going to release the first single in probably the next month, just to get the buzz going and get it popping. You know. For me though, I'm really focusing on right now. What I'm doing with Minute Large is I just want to close the chapter how it started. I want to close it the way it ended. With this album, whether it be the last Minute Large album or not, I don't know. But for me, I'm more focused on Dave Tolliver. I've been sitting around talking about writing this book about me and my biological father's relationship. Man, I went from, trying to really permanently hurt him 3 times to now we're like the best of friends. That's healing. That's healing
Big
for
story in
that's
there.
a
Yeah.
man. It's that's healing for. I think that, and I don't know why I haven't sat down to write. I just procrastinate. I'm a procrastinator. I could have written 10 books all this time the way I write. But I'm and I have a couple of things for screen that I'm actually meeting with some guys this week to help me write. One for Netflix and one like a Lifetime movie. The stuff that I have is just stuff that I've been through and think a fantasy piece that I wanted to do, not sexual, but like crime. And then last but not least, you know, working on my daughter, not last but not least, but the first to last is helping my daughter and my son cultivate their careers because they both want to do music. My daughter's 15 and she'll sing me under the table. She plays the piano, the sax, and she just picked up the guitar. Let's see. I lost my sister at the end of 19, so my nephew's living here with me. So I'm trying to make sure that he turns out to be the man that he wants to be for himself, and that we all want him to be in football, education. I mean, he's come down here, he's really excelled. And last but not least, me, I've started a journey into the Southern Soul genre. My first single, Love Like This, is out everywhere. It's charting on some charts right now. It's getting radio plays, picking up steam, and that's where I'm laying right now. You know, that's where I can go and be myself and not have to worry about if I'm singing too much on this, if I look right on this, you know, because them cats over in Southern Soul, they be wearing them old Memphis showboat suits, and you know, so I can just go over there and just wear what I want to wear and just bang out, you know, and sing my ass off like I normally do, and that's where I'm at, and just trying to live to be 90 and be a positive influence to just to people everywhere that I touch, just trying to be positive and, you know, be the best dad and, you know, father that I can be, and just a role model. And, you know, I feel like I've been chosen. Mm-hmm. And I think the important thing is to find out and to understand and realize that when you know, to take advantage of it and to implement the gifts that you've been given to everyone. So that's where I'm at, man. That's what I'm doing.
I love it. I love it. So we can get this new single. Where can we get that at?
Everywhere. It's on all the digital streaming platforms. You can buy it or you can stream it. I just want you to support it no matter what. Add it to your playlist on Spotify, whatever they are, Tidal, iTunes. I just need y'all to really support it, man, because, you know, I hear people cry a lot about the music, but then they don't get up and support. It's like you cry about what's going on in Washington, but you don't even support your local elections. And that's really where it starts. And that's crazy. I didn't learn that till I came here.
Yeah.
And I didn't get here till I was 33.
All the time. I tell people, you know, it starts with your school board. Who's teaching your kids?
Yeah, man. Your local elections, your community elections, your housing association elections. If you don't pay attention to any of that stuff, it's like if you don't have a good foundation at the bottom, the house is gonna fall.
Yep. It don't even matter who's on top. So how can people get in touch with you? I think I have created most of the information here that and you said you're doing the clubhouse. On what nights are you having people come in there and kind of show?
So Tuesday night, if you're a member of Clubhouse, I have a club on there called the Singers Room. And the title of the room is called Dave Tolliver's Singers Room. Come get this deal. And we listened to about 200 singers over the past 5 weeks. We have 50 that made the cut, 59 that made the cut. And this week, this Tuesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard, we're down to the final 4. And it is going to be, man, Morgan Lett, you remember her from 290? She made it all the way. Cleopatra Daniels, Gavin Hughes, and Rayshawn Lamar, who was on The Voice. And these cats been singing their ass off. It's a 2-round battle. And the winners get a record deal with my man Prince Howard and Pacific Music. That comes with marketing, distribution, and a video.
Wow.
They're getting clothing and makeup for the video, a bead set up from my girl Beads by Bean, artwork, interviews, blog posts. The lawyer Debbie Engel is providing a performing platform on an online situation where there are 50 to 100,000 viewers every time it's on. So we're giving away some stuff, man. I'm coming right back with the next season. I'm looking for sponsors for that. Right now I have a social media consult from one of the top social media consultants in the game. I have $500 first prize, and I have a round trip ticket anywhere in the United States if you want to get on the plane. So far right now,
I might have to straighten up my singing voice.
Your teeth are really white, man.
They are.
Yeah, they're really white. They like bright lit. Yours are really bright. Like you could turn off the lights and you'll see your teeth.
Well, you know, chocolate, white, it just all matches together.
Mm.
So stop it.
I keep my comments to myself.
You need to, because we all,
Mm.
we on this thing. So I just want to give some shout outs because we got quite a bit of folks in the room here. Shawnee D in the house,
What up?
producer, and got this movie coming out, Saving Nina. We got Jeremy Johnson in the house.
Is Felicia in here too, Songbird?
She is in the house. Songbird.
Hey, baby.
Yep,
That's
she's
one of
in the
my,
house.
we don't
Yep.
talk that much, but that's one of my best friends on the planet. Like, she probably
That's
don't
what
think
she
so, but
said.
I love her so much.
She's
For
a
her,
sweetie pie.
she always likes to talk a long time. And honestly, anybody who has been calling me that talks a long time, I honestly haven't been picking up the phone because I really been having to. My therapist said, take time for yourself. And
Mhm.
you know, from the end of just real quick, at the end of 19, me and my wife walked away from an accident they said we shouldn't have walked away from. 3 weeks later, my sister passes. 3 weeks later, I don't have any biological brothers, but friends that have been friends 20 or 30 years. They're my brothers. Had a brother that passed away. A couple months later, another brother who was like another father to my kids, he passed away. Then my man from the Rude Boys, Buddy Banks, Ecstasy from Houdini, that was my homeboy. And then January of this year, the 17th, my partner that I've been touring with for 25 years, he passed away. And then yesterday, my boy Prince Marky D from the Fat Boys, and that's my guy, man. It's like it's so much going on. And my grandmother used to say, baby, no matter how bad you think you are, there's somebody a million times worse than you. And she's right. But my pain is my pain, and I have to deal with it. And I think a lot of us don't understand that. And they don't, and not saying these people, you have to respect people and let them go through their things. And when you're going through that stuff, you need to find a place for yourself to mourn, to learn. I mean, to learn, to understand, and to breathe. And so, if you calling me and I know you're gonna be talking to me for like 30, 40 minutes, an hour, 2 hours, and I know we're gonna be talking about the same thing. And I love you dearly, Felicia. I do. I love her so much. That is, man. That's my boo boo. I love her.
She's lovable. I mean, I
Her
just couldn't
spirit.
see. I couldn't see anybody not loving Felicia. I just really
She
couldn't.
she is one of the ones that will sacrifice her own comfort to help people. And I see her continuously do this, and I want to see her get her rewards.
Yes.
I really want to see. She's a cold. She's never had the confidence in her voice that I thought she had. Man, she could sing her ass off. You know, the thing about coming to Cafe 290, there was a gift and a curse about it. It'll either inspire you or it'll retire you. Seriously, because it'll inspire you or it'll retire you, because you really don't know if people are telling you something. If you don't know or don't understand or don't believe it, you know if people are telling you something that's factual, or they're just telling you something to break you because they have that platform to do so. You see a lot of that in Clubhouse. So
Absolutely.
you don't know if it's and I think that she got detoured from pursuing her stuff because of the obstacles she's had, but because of certain people at 290 have said certain things to her, and she's let those things resonate in her psyche, as opposed to me and my man Troy, God rest his soul, who were sing, Felicia, sing,
I
sing.
always, ever since day one. I mean, this conversation could go on and on, but I totally agree with you. And like you hit it on the nail. That confidence. So I think she's growing in the confidence, building it up. She just did a new single for the book that we just put
She
out.
told me.
Wait, did you hear it?
No, I didn't hear, but she told me about the damn book. And I think she probably told me about doing something for the book. But man, I have just
The music is great. Here come this 1%. Here
That's what
come
they
this
do.
1%. I can, baby. Okay.
Yeah, what's her name again? I love her name.
Addison.
Addison. I like that
Addison.
name.
Yes.
Addison. I love
So
that name.
give me a tune. Give me a tune, my love. I want a
Oh,
good tune.
um,
Come on.
baby, it's time for me to give you all the love you need. Yeah. Now, baby, I know that you deserve the best. And I can't keep treating you like I treated the rest. Y'all sing the song, Baby, I'm ready to give you all of my love. Yeah, that's it, man. I've been having some issues with this, but it still sounds good. But it's when you get to the high register, it go. I hate that. It's all good.
I will see you on what night I need to be there?
Tuesday night, mama.
Tuesday night, mama.
Yeah,
And then you can
Tuesday.
put me down for a sponsor next go around. I'm gonna sponsor some slots for your people to get some interviews.
And what else you got for me?
We'll talk about that offline. See, I know you. I know.
Hey,
So,
I've been good the whole interview.
You have been, but I knew you was gonna buck up. I knew it. I'm gonna need y'all. If y'all have enjoyed this interview, please put a 1 down in the post, put a 1 down in the comments. Please connect with Dave. Dave, I'm gonna go get your song so then I can play it. Well, I still can't play it because then they'll tell me it's copyright infringement. So this whole thing is tripping.
It's me. I'm giving you the right to play it. It's my job.
Okay, well, I think you probably need to put it in writing though, because when they come back and hit me with the notification, I'm gonna have to be able to send them something.
Well,
but anyway,
just put the picture to the single if you good and tell them go download it. You all good.
All right. So you all, please, send Dave some love. Go purchase this CD. I mean, the single out. Connect with him. If you on Clubhouse, come through. He is a ball of fun. So you won't be disappointed. He show out everywhere, but he was good today. And Dave, I love you so much. I'm thanking you so much for just joining me here with our Black History Month celebration, because we are Black History.
Dig that. I love it. You're a good interviewer. Good job. It took us about 5 years to get here, but we made it. We made it.
You just tell everything.
It's my fault, though. I mean, it's my fault.
So that's okay. Look, Shawnee D say download it. So that means she already did it.
Good looking, baby. I appreciate that.
Falcon Jones is in the building. Yes. Thank you so much, you guys. Hey, so that was it. That was our interview with Dave Tolliver. What can I say? If y'all didn't catch it, catch it. If y'all need to replay it. Please like, share, and invite people to watch it over again, because it was definitely worth your time and energy. And I thank you for your time. I thank you for joining me here. This is our day 19, our Black History Month celebration. We're going to continue to rock this out till the end of the month. And we're going to just keep having fun. So next, what did I say? March the 5th and 6th, remember to join us on our conference, World Women's Conference and Awards, and always first and third Sunday. We're back. The I Am Enough talk show is back, but at 5:00. That's live at 5. So guess what, guys? I love you. And it ain't a dang on thing you can do about it either. Peace, love, and light. And bye for now. Hey y'all, it's me, Wanda D, the Motivational Queen, your accountability coach, helping you get it done. What is it that you need to get done? I can help you get on the media and make more money. Get that exposure you're looking for. So come see me. Check me out all social media under Wanda D House, yes, my government name. And you can also follow my website at IamEnough365.com. That's me, Wanda D, the Motivational Queen, and I look forward to seeing you soon.